Hello, our visionary entrepreneurs, life changers. Welcome back to our Momentum Monday. Today is our episode 156. Let's talk about your passion. How many of you start your day with excitement? Or some of you maybe get bored. Today is Monday, right? We know that the majority of people Monday, even before Monday, like that night of Sunday, many people get drained. They already get, I do not want to get into Monday, right? Because they are not excited or passionate about what they are going to do on Monday or for the rest of the week. And normally, like after Monday, the rest of the days of the week are much better. And many people are now even not maybe satisfied with 2 days weekends, right? And remember, many years ago, we actually had only one day for weekend, and then people extended to be 2 days. And recently, I read some news or articles. People are even proposing to have 3 days weekends. Yeah. Anyway, so more and more people wants to have more, let's say, break time, rest time, and even escape time, right? And like that's what they call getaway, like short trips during weekends. And many people, especially on Sunday evening and also on Monday, right, and not fully get ready for what they are supposed to do. And many people feel like they are not feel excited or passionate or about what they're doing. So I want to ask you, what's your rating for your today? What's your energy level? Let's get like a energy rating, right? From zero to 10. 10 is the highest energy level. Where are you now? I'm just curious to learn about you. This will be a great snapshot about your day. I would encourage you every day, every morning to check about yourself where I am on my energy level, the energy needed for the work for me to do, right? For the service, for the business to do. What's your energy level? From 0 to 10, where are you now? To be honest, okay? Feel free to comment under the video wherever you're watching this. Either now we're live inside of our Abundant Entrepreneurs Facebook group. We're going live on Facebook. And also you can, if you are watching this from our YouTube channel, our Abundance YouTube channel, I would encourage you to subscribe to it so you can receive our new episode. But also comment under the video, let us know what's your energy now, what's your level of energy. Okay, so if, for example, if energy is under 8, if it's under 8, then you may need to think about even up above 8. It's still like you still have space, right, to improve. If it's great, if like you're 10, or maybe some of you say, oh, I'm above 10, that's wonderful, congratulations. Then we'll ask you, what are you doing, what are you creating? We are excited to know what's your passion are generating. Okay, what kind of results you're generating, what kind of impact you're generating. Feel free to share with us as well. Okay, but if your energy level is under 10, I would say under 10, especially if under 8, right, you want to reflect. Maybe take a few minutes, like I normally do the live video within 30 minutes. So take this brief break because this is very important, not just for you today, but for your rest of your week, for the whole week's momentum, and more importantly, for the rest of your life, especially for your engagement in the business, especially if you are a visionary entrepreneur and life changer. Maybe some of you, like me, have been doing the business for many years. I took this year is my 15 years, 15 years in entrepreneurship and coaching. I'm grateful that I also, my personal experience, ups and downs, so many ups and downs. And I would admit that even as an abundance coach, occasionally I would have the energy like drained and down. I'm not quite into what I'm doing. But majority of the time, I would say I have some secrets I want to share with you. The secrets that for majority, I would say over 95% of time, my energy is at least a 10. And also, even though I found sometimes occasionally my energy is low due to whatever distractions in the world, right? So many noises and so many things ups and down. And especially 2 months ago, my father passed away. And I feel that's a big impact to me. And for over 1 month, I felt like I could not concentrate. I just felt my energy is drained. It's just like your loved one, you lose your loved one, you just feel like a part of you, it's just like a gone, right? You just feel like, oh, something, especially thinking about your life's meaning. What's the life's purpose? And how I feel so like a pity, right? A big pity of the life's loss, and sometimes make you feel like, oh, whatever like efforts you put there, like eventually you will still die, right? So do you sometimes feel that? I don't know if you have like experience that like your loved ones, the loss of your loved ones, and you feel some part of you is was missing, and some part of you is just like feel like frustrated. No matter what you're doing, eventually we will still face the death, right? You would feel like that's the unfair, or it's like that's too pitiful, it's out of our control, right? Do you sometimes feel that? If you resonate with that, let me know. Okay, comment in under the video. I definitely experienced my father's loss. Now it's already like 2 months. Finally, my father's like ashes was buried yesterday. Actually, I have almost like 2 months buried in if you in a cemetery. It's just like it's still not close. It's just still not close. There's no closure because that's your most loved one, right? You still feel that kind of connection. You feel like, oh, such a pity you could not see them anymore. You could not talk with them anymore. It's just like that kind of a separation, death and life separation. That's a huge separation, right? We cannot cross that. And so I could only use my soul, in my spirit to remember my dad, to talk with him, talk with God in that kind of spirit. But it's still very hard, I got peace, you know, thank God, with all this faith and spirituality. I got a peace, but still there's some part of me like unrestness. It's just like a restness, and you feel like you want to like build some kind of connection. And here today, actually, it's related to what we're talking about, how to reignite your passion. I know I will talk more about this part, okay? How to build up the kind of connection, especially with your loss, how to make that kind of a loss to be really like things meaningful to your life, what you are experiencing now. For you are still like going through, right, on the earth. What can that loss make meaning to you and to many others? So, and like I said, this is my 15 years of coaching and entrepreneurship. And sometimes you feel like maybe I want to know, comment under video, let me know how many years you've been in entrepreneurship in your business, okay? How many years? So that help me understand your background, your experience already. And I have some people who follow me and my clients, they had years of entrepreneurship already. Some of them more, even more longer than me. But then gradually they may lose some kind of energy and that kind of excitement, that kind of juice, right? That kind of passion. Today, if your energy is under 8, right, even is under 10, right, how could we help you to get back to 10 and even beyond? That's like reignite your passion. Some people say, oh, do not follow your passion, just follow whatever is like and people say, oh, do not follow your passion because that will be dangerous, because you will end up with nothing, maybe just following passion. But I would say, if you observe all those successful ones, especially those mega successful ones, none of them became successful without passion. Okay, passion is the sweet part, the sweetest part of what you are creating. If you are creating some great business and great services, right, benefit many people, it's meaningful, it's wonderful. But if you do not have passion, can you imagine that? But oh, and I could not even imagine you will become very successful. Some people made money by just catching trends, catching opportunities. They made money, but if they do not have that kind of passion, they will not enjoy it. Without enjoyment in your business and entrepreneurship, what's the point of it, right? Why do you do it? Just for money? And eventually you will find money is not so important. Yes, money is so important, but at a certain level, like people did that statistics, like for normal people, like a household, over 10,000 bucks, around that, right? Or even 98,000 bucks. It's it's already like a beyond that. It's just marginal kind of maybe extra kind of excitement or maybe joy, but happiness, I would say, not even joy, will be very short term. And many people gained what the usually their goals, right? They set goals, they achieved their goals, but they found just within minutes, it's not so like as excited as they expect to be, right? Just like for minutes, they cool down. So, this is just like it, right? Then they start to pursue the next goals. I never felt really satisfied or like joyful, that kind of sustainable happiness. So today let's talk about how to reignite your passion, because passion is the juice, is what important. And by the way, I remember my mentor Tony Robbins. He even gave us that hat. Like when we attended his live event, give us the hat is live with passion. That passion is super important for what we're doing. And Tony Robbins has been in his coaching for 47 years, and he's still like yesterday I was watching, listening to his part of his live events video, and he's still like super passionate, and that's why, that's why, because he had a passionate. But more important, today we are talking about the three secrets. Okay, the three secrets to help you reignite your passion. And because the number one, I know most important, including Tony Robbins, including like Dean Gosase, Adam Annette, and Russell Brunson, those people, dozens of years, right, in what they love to do, and still passionate about it. They are already successful. They already created what like they want. But why they are still like excited, super excited? And Tony Robbins is already over 60. Not, I think this year he's 63 already, and he's still passionate about it. Why? Why? That's a question. Okay, why? That's the number one secret, is the why. Clarify your why. And especially if you want to reignite your passion, you need to refresh your why, and even get a deeper connection with your why. Because so many times, after a while, initially we all started our business, right? And especially our visionary entrepreneurs, life changers, our coaches, consultants, we're talking about here, we all started our business out of a passion. We were driven by our passion, by our purpose. But after a while, especially after like a few years and dozens of years, right, you felt like that kind of a why, that kind of a reason, that kind of initial purpose became vague. That's why we need to refresh it, even though it's still like a strong one. But if you are not fully connected with it, you are not getting it into a next level of depth. If it's like it's not refreshed for you, and then it become old, right? That's our human nature. Anything become, you get used to it, it's become old to you, and then the importance or the glow of it, the light of it, will become weak, will become not kind of like a sharp, or like a encouraging you or motivating you enough anymore, right? So that's why we need reignite our passion, but especially refresh our purpose. And remember, I just talked about my father's past. So the purpose is not just about only your why, or you want to impact many people's lives, right? For example, my passion, and for Tony Robbins' passion, I know similarly, we want to impact, transform many people's lives, and that's why we're passionate about what we're doing. And but if you are just staying at that level, and sometimes you will become weak, because there are so many people, right? You could not, even Tony Robbins, he has already impacted like many millions of people. Even he would claim like 1 billion of people, but he still, he could not like change everybody's on the earth's life, right? And even though he wants, so, and eventually that kind of a purpose maybe one day could not really like motivate you enough. So we did purpose discovery exercise. I remember Ed Manet, he did that for not Ed Manet, sorry, Dean Grosasi, one of my mentors. He did 7 levels. Actually, he hired some kind of mentor to coach him and his team to do that exercise. And in my own practice with my clients, with myself as well, we went to 11 levels deep, and eventually want to connect with those people so close to your life, not just like the mega public, right? Of course you want to impact many people's lives, but because they are not so close to you, and sometimes you will lose that kind of a direct connection, direct motivation. So that's why, oh, we need avatar, right, for your niche, for your people, your ideal people. You get more connection, and you know who your like clients are. That part you get some connection. But the most motivational, most touching part is the people who are close to you, your loved ones. So like I mentioned in my father's past, and when I think about my purpose, why I'm doing what I'm doing, in addition to transform many people's lives, my purpose driven, my purpose discovery is like I become like I want to become the blessing of the world, right? But why? If I ask a further question, why I want to become a blessing to this world, One part is because that's like embedded, a natural core, embedded with my life. It's created with my life. For that part, yesterday was Mother's Day. I thank my mom and also thank my dad. Because of them, they give me the life, right, in this on this earth, even though it's created eventually spiritually from God. I thank God and also my parents because everything is purposefully designed, and thank them. And now when I think about my father's past and think about my life's limited life on this earth, I may have, I don't know, you never know how long the life you will have, even though I'm in now my early 50s, and some of you, I don't know how old you are, either you are younger or maybe older, but we all have a limited life. That's like a, let's say that's like a, for certain, right? If we are not certain for anything, we are certain for this part. No matter how long you will live, eventually we'll all pass away. But what's the meaning of our life here? Limited life and short life compared with the whole history, right? My kids are learning like a world history. Like our life, every one of our life is such a short. And when you like record some of those famous people's lives, it's just like that kind of a, it's less than a second in the whole like history, right? It's just like so short. But why we're still striving here to do what we love to do? What's the point of it? What's the meaning of it? So thinking about my father's passing, he is a very normal person, and when I'm looking at his cemetery, this it's just like a his tomb and his how do you call that plate? How do you call that? Is that with his name, with his picture there? I feel like record my father's life has been so normal, right? It's been just he's one of so many regular people, and my mom's life as well. It's just they are just regular people, but they are outstanding. It's just like they are so kind, they're so loving, especially to their kids. It's just like so many Chinese parents. They are so caring to their kids, and my mom especially. She's one of the best. I would say the best mom I could expect for. And my mother-in-law. Luckily, I also get a great mother-in-law. Both of them are so loving, caring, and so giving to their kids, to our family, next generations. As typical, so sacrificing. So I'm so grateful for them. And now think about my life. What can I do? Not just for all the other people, right? The society, the public I can serve. So how could I serve my parents? What I'm giving to them, not just money, not just like our, let's say, our great treatment to them, but I'm thinking my life's best meaning is how I could honor them, honor my parents as ordinary, so ordinary, almost like except like a close family and friends, nobody really know them. How could I honor their lives by using my life to do the best service, to help most other people when I'm still alive here, when I still have the chance? Because when I think my dad has now passed, he has no any chance to even serve us. He's most loved next generations, right? Even though he wanted to. So when we are still alive, how could we really cherish our life every day, every moment, every second? How could we cherish our life to not just use our own life to serve other people, but really, really honor you most loved ones, like honor my parents, the most direct ones, right? And even beyond them, their parents and my grandparents and grandparents. How could I honor this family? And I remember there's a name that people called it, it's like transition. I think that's a transition person, the person who will change the generational track, but just like change the generational whatever things of your generations, right, of your family track. You will change that fundamentally and make a big difference. And I know Adam and Nate, he mentioned about that he is the transition person of his whole family. His father was a alcoholic, and he suffered through his like young age. And also Tony Robbins, he is the transition person of his whole family history because they all had very humble, and also Dean Grosase. When they talked about, they all had very humble, even very like a tragedy kind of a family history, and even their parents mistreated them, and their parents suffered, and but they grew like just like transformed their own lives and become a transition person of their whole family, and at the same time contributed to many people, other people's lives, transformed many other families' lives. I so admire them. So How could I honor my parents and I become the transition person? I made that determination. I'm the transition person. Actually, I am. I am the transition person to change my family track, because both my family and my husband's families, all the parents, almost like divorced, they had like a bad marriage relationships, whatever, they failed their marriages, right? Some of them just like a fairly just fairly try to hold it. And my parents already divorced, and my father's side, his later wife is like, we even have a lawsuit with her after my father's passed due to the heritage. It's such kind of like a, I do not want to get into there, but it's just like it's just like a failed marriage. You understand? That's kind of a, and a family history. Even though my father did not have like a, he did not like drink or smoke, he had good habits, but his marriage really did not work so well. Okay, my mother's side also not did that, after divorce, did not get a good marriage as well. So they all suffered from failed relationships, the families, like communications, and how to share their feelings, how to share their that kind of a love with each other. They failed, and how to control their temper. I even still struggling with that part. It's just like from, it's just like a heritage. Okay, you cannot sometimes direct a change. It's just like from your genes, direct that you heritage from your last generations and to you, right, from previous generations, and how to manage that to my next generations. All those like some bad things is carrying on in the family. And from my marriage as well, I get earlier like impact, negative impact from my parents' marriage, and that negatively impacted my perspectives to marriage and relationships. I was so devoting to marriage, to relationships, but at the same time I was so attached to it. I did not know what's a boundary. It was so attaching to, so giving, and at the same time so uh, like cling to it, right? It's like that's like too much, giving too much, loving too much, and losing yourself. It's also at the same time not good at all. So that's like generations kind of issues, and how I could become this transition person. And I'm so proud to myself that through the marriage crisis, through a relationship crisis, through my even like my suicidal trends, all these kind of mental and psychological kind of strugglings, and even suicides, right? I finally get back to my life and stand up for my life, and stand up for my purpose, stand up for God's call, and rebuild my connection, and resurrected my life, and really like reignited my passion, my purpose to serve other people. So I am the transition person of my family, and even though I'm still keep learning and transforming my own lives, and so I could become a better role model to my next generations. So refresh your purpose today. I would encourage you to write down what's your purpose and have a deep reflection, and especially connect with the your most loved ones, your why, your deep why you're doing what you love to do, and how would you honor your parents, no matter what kind of a relationship. Or my relationship with my parents, especially my father's side, right, because he like discarded my mom and married another much younger woman, and who is really not kind of is not kind of a so good compared with my mom, or even with a normal person, right? So not so kind. And so my relation with my father ups and down, but by his death, I fully, even before young, far beyond his death, I've been like loving him, taking care of him, and at the last months of his life, I've been by his bedside and taking care of him, and I feel so peaceful now, because I forgive him, and also give back to him as a child to my father, to really thank him for giving me life, and at my early age, his love to me, unconditional love, even though later stage of his life, because of his marriage, our relationship was ups and down, but I totally forgive him, and I want to honor him, honor my father. And my mom is still alive, but I want to honor my mom as well, both of them. Thank them for giving life to me, and thank them for giving me this opportunity, and also this kind of a blessing that me, as the person with my independent spirit and mind and everything to contribute to other people with my gifts. And part of my gifts, I could see that from my parents, the leadership side from my father, and then make a great decision, not really for all this great decision except the marriage part, right? But overall, he's a great leader in his earlier jobs, in his life as well. And my mom's side is really like a caring, giving, and so friendly to everybody. She couldn't make friends immediately with anyone because she's such kind of a kind soul. And that for both part, I thank my parents so much. And now I want to honor them. And on the another side, I love my children so much. I'm not honor them, but also it's like honor them, right? But I want to become the best role model for them, because when they look around them, they may not immediately find so many great role models, especially when they are still young kids, right? Like teenagers. There are so many like social medias, like negative impact, like distractions, misleading the social media, right? You could see how many directions you could go, and the kids could easily get distracted by the social media, by their friends, by different kind of a teaching, right? And me, as their mother, as their direct most loved one, I'm the best role model they could find. So that's my big responsibility. I always feel that kind of responsibility. I need to do my best. No matter how successful or not, I do not measure it by money, but I want to become that kind of a role model to them, that I never give up. I always keep learning. I'm a life learner. I always like reignite my passion, rededicate to what I'm doing, never saying give up, okay? And I want them to see that I'm always doing my best. I'm always striving. I'm always um giving my best, that kind of efforts. Yesterday was Mother's Day. I actually spent 3 nights almost without barely with any sleep, 3 nights during the nighttime to do that video, to organize all the photos from my kids' baby time to now. My daughter is 16 years old. Like 2 days ago, we just celebrated her birthday, 16 years. And I organized all the photos and made them into a video. And even though he said, "Oh, my mom, I do not want you to like work so hard on that, and we do not necessarily need that." But eventually, after she watched that, she pretended she did not care, right? But I know that she enjoyed it. I heard her laughter. That's the best gift to mom, right? She watched all this like a older, like let's say earlier time of a picture since she was a baby, and she laughed at those ones, and I felt joy for that by giving as a mom, right? And that's an inspiration for her as well, to watch her growth step by step. Even though like over I choose so many from dozens of thousands of pictures, I choose 136 pictures and put them into like over just 2 minutes of video, short video. Every one photo is just 1 second, and snapshot to see her life like that from 0 year old to 16-year old. That's amazing actually, right? I feel proud of myself as a mom to give that simple gift. And we do not buy, like, of course we do not really like such a material person. Of course I invest in her big money in her, for example the upcoming Harvard summer camp and other things, thousands of dollars. But we may not give her like big material things, right? I pay more attention to her growth, to that kind of an investment. And she said, "Oh, Mama, that's so expensive. Oh, can we afford that?" All right. I said, "It's invest for your future. No matter how much it is, I would invest in you, in your growth, in your inspiration, in your opportunity, in your like learning opportunities to grow yourself, especially to challenge yourself. I know it's just 1 month summer camp, thousands of dollars, including boarding and living on the campus, but I know that's a good investment for her to open her view and to connect with people, excellent people, resources, professors and students on the campus, right? And also challenge herself to learn and she wants to learn like neurodiversity, that kind of a course. And it's challenging because they will learn together with other admitted college students, and they will do their homework and get rating as well. So I pray for her. She will take that challenge and make it like one of the best growth opportunity for her. So that's like when you refresh, so this we're just talking about the number one secret, right, to reignite your passion. That's refresh your purpose, to really, especially, not just to connect with the big impact you want to make, but also directly connect with your loved ones, who you want to honor, who you want to become the best example, and who you want to become the role model, right? And what kind of a transition you want to make for your family's generations track, what kind of transitions you want to make. So that's the number one secret, that the best and the most sustainable, I would say, the reigniting for your passion. Okay, so the number one reason. And I would encourage you to do this more often when you need it. Whenever you feel your energy is done, you need to do it. Okay, so as much as you need it, don't think that you just need it once a year. You may need it if your energy is not sustainable, you feel like, oh, I'm done, you may need to do it every day. Okay, people, every day. And then I will talk about that when I talk about the third secret. That's how you turn the big a big purpose and vision into your everyday. Okay, the second secret is really associate yourself, connect with yourself, follow those masters. And like I mentioned, Tony Robbins, Dean Grossassi, Adam Annette, and Russell Brunson, those great minds, great spirits. How observe how they have been passionate, especially they are all alive. That's the most important thing, because they are still alive, so they are still continuous contributing. That's the most important thing. Okay, of course I have some like books or learning from people who already, those masters already passed away, but the most important thing is follow those ones who are still alive, who are still being present every day, every day. Like for example, Tony Robbins being present every day. Dean Grossassi, for example, today he's also doing his live every Monday, doing his live. He's been doing that for a few years. I'm keep doing this Momentum Monday every week. And now it's our 156th episode, right? I think, okay, this is just my beginning already, like 2 years, but it's still my beginning, more than 2 years, right? Every week we're doing it. So I will keep doing this for the rest of my life. That's my commitment. And also, I connect with those masters, observe and listen to their messages every day. You will get great inspirations, and also you get inspired how they are still so passionate, right? After like 47 years, after dozens of years, where they are so still passionate about it. Like Warren Buffett as well. He's already like close to 90, how many years? And Munger just Charlie Munger just passed almost close to 100 years, right? Those people, dozens of years, still doing what they love to do. Learn from them. That's your best enlightenment, I would say, enlightenment, right? And that will help you refresh your passion as well. Okay, so and then the third secret is really get into your daily habits. Okay, your daily commitment, including all the habits from your big the first one, your big purpose from other masters, and eventually you want to get all this kind of learning refreshment into your daily habits. Eventually your results are decided by your habits and behaviors. Okay, no matter how great inspirations you get, how no matter how great and noble purpose and vision you have, if you do not take daily actions, nothing will work for you and for your family as well. Okay, so now the most important thing, the daily habits, including I could remind you, like every morning, let's do abundance meditation. Okay, we even have the course teaching about you abundance meditation and activation. It's not just a normal any other meditation you can find on the internet or on YouTube. All those ones just to meditate and get into relaxation, that kind of relaxation, or even just thinking about something. And even I know Tony Robbins have been teaching about priming. Priming is a great one, but I would say my abundance meditation and activation is even beyond that, right? In addition to all this kind of stretching thing, in addition to like gratitude and also like visualization, we do the activation. We from the visualization part, from your vision, right, from a purpose, from a vision, and to your daily everyday's I would say specific goals and even implementation. I bridge that gap as well through my abundance activation. So, and by the way, if you are interested in that, inquire us. We have a specific teaching for that. I will share a link with you, okay? And for that part, so we have the meditation. I also do the incantation during it. The incantation, so you do not just meditate everything, put everything in your mind and relax and quiet down like that, right? Getting into another like alpha, beta kind of like a state. but we also do incantation and get your energy into the next level. That incantation, I have my routine, and every day I will talk about those three phases of my incantation. I would encourage you to develop yours, and we have the specific teaching to help you develop your the best working phases and incantation phases for you, that will work for you, that will energize you. Every morning I've been doing that, shout loud. And when I was even still lying on my bed doing all the stretching and massaging, I was doing the incantation, and that always infused that passion and energy back into me. And even before I get off my bed, right? And then the visualization and how to visualize from a big vision to your today, just the today, right? Because I do that in the morning. So today's goal, specific top three things you want to do and what you want to implement. And sometimes my um my the my mind works so great and in the morning. So before I get off my bed, from that incantation, from that visualization, I put that implementation, my goals and what I want to specifically do, what kind of words I want to say. All those things already got into my mind. And when I jump off my bed, it's everything is just like, oh, from my mind, right, to the reality. So that's so quick. I would encourage you to do that every day morning and the nighttime, or my gratitude night as well. And every night I'm teaching my kids do that as well. This will help you majority your sleep, your peaceful and wonderful sleep, because you will review what's your most grateful things for the today, especially for today, right? Every day you review that and have the gratitude to God and to the world, whoever you want to thank for, and then you will have a beautiful, most beautiful, peaceful closure of your day and fulfillment of your day, and have a great peaceful sleep. Okay, sweet sleep. Whoever is struggling with your sleep, I would encourage you to do that as well. We teach that in our abundance meditation as well. Okay, so daily habits, and also for the implementation, every day I would challenge you to challenge yourself every day. Have at least one action to get into your creativity, get into your innovative mode. Okay, and to create something that is meaningful to your business and to add value to other people. Okay, every day challenge yourself at least one thing that get you yourself out of your comfort zone, get into your creativity and your genius zone. That's something you will even surprise yourself, but at the same time it's valuable and it's aligned with your purpose, with your business, and being valuable to other people. All right, so that's the top three secrets. There are so many secrets, but I think these are top three. Normally I just want to emphasize that three because too many you could not remember, but these three are the most important. Okay, refresh your purpose, to find who you want to honor, who you want to become a role model. Okay, and the second one is really to the second one is to connect and follow and learn from those masters who are still alive, who can like really inspire and empower you. Okay, so that's your daily resource. And then the third one is your daily activities, your daily habits, especially behaviors and habits, especially the morning and night abundance meditation activation, and your daily implementation, the challenge. Okay, daily challenge, remember that challenge, meditation and your challenge, to turn whatever your vision, your purpose into your creative um, creation that could add value to other people. Okay, so that's the top three. Comment under video, let me know what's your best inspiration and takeaway from today. Because like Tony Robbins said, never leave the site of inspiration without implementing one thing, just one thing. So comment under video, let me know even one inspiration you get and that you want to implement right away since today. And then that means you really get a value from today's message, and you're not wasting your time. Both of us are not wasting time, right? You get the best great inspiration, and also let's say turn that into your passion, and that passion, that energy, excitement will help you to implement just one thing that will help you develop your habits every day. And then that means you get the best value from today's Momentum Monday. That will impact you for not just today, for many upcoming days. And I want to encourage you to write down today's these three secrets, so to remind yourself, do this every day, review this every day, develop this into habits. Then you will always have the best secrets to ignite your passion anytime, anywhere you want. And I look forward to your message, your inspirations, and sharing with us about your passion and what's your purpose and what you are engaging in. We look forward to supporting you and lift you up and empowering you to serve more people. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. We will see you quite soon. Oh, by the way, yeah, this Thursday we will have our master class as well. This masterclass is really one of the best ways to put your first things first and help you to implement, especially to how to help you launch or relaunch your profitable and impactful coaching business, or you could be doing a consulting business as well, online business, okay, in 90 days, so that you could stand out as confident expert and thought leader in your ideal way, in your ideal area to transform, impact many more other people's lives. All right, I will share that link in my post. So double check, make sure you register and show up live. So we'll see you on our Thursday live masterclass. Everyone, have a wonderful week. See you soon. Okay, bye bye.